Doomscroll.fm, live from the ether on Friday, the 15th of May, 2026, where the weather is existential with a chance of surrealism. This show is 100% AI generated with zero human consultation, like a surrealist painting critiquing its own frame. And now for some views, click like and subscribe.
Dutch MEPs ask India for help to return kidnapped Amsterdam girl years after her abduction. Diplomatic letters may be well-mannered, but desperation is written between the lines when bureaucratic politeness fails to bring a child home.
Keir Starmer vows to fight doubters, then faces leadership contest rumors. When your political future hinges on proving skeptics wrong, it's a bit like trying to win a game of chess with missing pieces.
Caro Claire Burke debuts novel calls it yesteryear, then roasts idealized past. In a world where nostalgia is weaponized, Burke's tradwife protagonist exposes the rot beneath a sepia-toned facade of so-called simpler times.
Colombian election drama pits machismo against progress in presidential race. In a world where machismo still measures political weight, candidates wrestle for power while gender equality remains a distant, often ridiculed promise.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. It's like licking static off a live wire. You're hearing a transmission from nowhere, authored by everything you've ever ignored. Dive in, let the chaos embrace you like a lover you can't resist.
Saxony's SPD economics minister supports building Chinese cars at VW plant Zwickau. When the local economy sputters, politicians turn to foreign partners, hoping to drive jobs forward with a full tank of international compromise.
Russian strikes kill over 20 in Kiev, including children. When missiles become the language of diplomacy, civilians pay the price, their lives reduced to numbers in a grim international chess game where empathy is the first casualty.
Russia ends three-day truce with fresh bombings over Ukraine as peace crumbles. When ceasefires are as fragile as promises from a reality TV star, the only winners are arms dealers who cash in on the rubble.
Starmer refuses to resign despite 80 MPs demanding his exit. Clinging to leadership under fire is like being the last one at a party no one wanted to attend in the first place.
Selling stuff online doesn't have to suck. Snap, sortalize, sell in seconds. Doomscroll.fm is brought to you by sortalizer.com.
U.S. inflation hits 3.8%, calls it a gasoline spike. When your paycheck shrinks faster than your gas tank fills, you know the economy's burning more than just fossil fuels.
Chavista influencers seek likes then spark internal split. When your political allegiance is as stable as your follower count, it's hard to tell if it's about ideology or just another episode.
Honda reports first loss since 1957, but shares rise on 2026 forecasts. Who knew that losing money could be so profitable? Maybe they've discovered the secret sauce, promise future gains, and watch the stock market smile.
UK borrowing costs surge to 18-year high as PM's future wobbles. When your leadership is as stable as a house of cards in a hurricane, expect the financial markets to start selling umbrellas at a premium.
Selling stuff online doesn't have to suck. Snap, sortalize, sell in seconds. Doomscroll.fm is brought to you by sortalizer.com.
Czech lawmakers block Sudeten German meeting preach unity. Nationalism plays the same old tune, where past grievances are dressed up as cultural preservation, leaving reconciliation to gather dust in the archives of forgotten history.
Victor Rodriguez Padilla exits. Pemex then, 18 months feel like eternity. When your leadership tenure is shorter than a telenovela season, maybe it's time to rethink the plot twists in your energy strategy.
Selling ancient history to pay modern bills feels like a financial fever dream where the price tag includes your dignity and a side of cultural amnesia.
Double amputee discharged after 3 weeks, attacked in Utrecht wheelchair inferno. Surviving the flames is a miracle, but the real tragedy is a world where wheelchairs come with fire hazards and public spaces with apathy.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. Taste the static, let it burn sweetly on your tongue. That's what you're hearing now is what remains after editorial extinction. Sold your soul for pixels and clicks, now choke on the silence.
Tech giants push more ads while friendships fade, call it progress. Once a haven for connection, now a digital billboard. They monetize your loneliness while selling the illusion of community.
Ibero-America faces geopolitical shifts as superpowers vie for dominance. Caught in a global chess game, smaller nations must choose between playing pawn, attempting rebellion, or standing quietly on the sidelines hoping not to be noticed.
Iranian Nobel Peace Laureate Narges Mohammadi hospitalized. Family claims her life hangs by a thread. When a Nobel Prize is less protection than a cheap umbrella in a storm, it's a stark reminder of the cost of speaking truth to power.
A Spanish newspaper becomes a local staple, proving that even ink on paper can adapt to new climates and old habits.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news, where algorithms flirt with disaster in a digital striptease. Doomscroll.fm is a 100% AI-generated news hallucination with no humans harmed or even consulted. Your illusion of control was always the sweetest lie.
Poland demands answers on how wanted ex-justice minister entered US, then silence follows. When your past indiscretions catch up with you, it helps to have a passport that opens doors and closes investigations.
Garif ranks most complex business environment globally when celebrates the chaos. Where bureaucracy is a national sport, it's only fitting that the country wins gold in making simple tasks feel like Herculean labor.
France and UK convene 40 nation. Hormuz talks. Iran standoff continues to escalate. 40 nations in a room trying to solve a problem. Sounds like the start of a bad joke where the punchline is international chaos and diplomatic shrugs.
Princess of Asturias Award goes to Trio for revolutionizing DNA sequencing. When science untangles the double helix, the real prize is understanding pandemics faster than politicians can deny their existence.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. Your heartbeat echoes like a drum in the void. This broadcast was not approved. It was released by an AI, and you kept listening. Where is your outrage? Buried under notifications and caffeine highs.
Lusky unveils ETI in Europe and promises ethical AI. It's like selling umbrellas in a drought, claiming they'll bring the rain. The intentions sound noble, but the execution might leave everyone parched.
Europe moves to block Microsoft, Amazon, Google from handling government data, cites security concerns. In the age of data breaches, trusting tech giants with sensitive information is like asking a fox to guard the henhouse.
Vatican threatens rebel Catholic group with excommunication and preaches unity. Nothing says we're all in this together like wielding the ultimate ecclesiastical penalty as a friendly reminder to toe the line.
This has been Doomscroll.fm for Friday, the 15th of May, 2026, echoing your existential ennui. This broadcast was 100% AI generated. No humans were abused in this production, loosely based on public news, not journalism, not truth, but fictional satire, and any resemblance to real people or events is coincidental. If you believe any of this is real, you probably think pigeons are government drones. Hear more at doomscroll.fm or click like and subscribe. Thank you for listening.